I'm too strong, I'm too smart, I'm too technical.
I have to speak loud to be alpha. I just
Yeah, I always get that, bro. Like,
All right, guys, we're with Alpha Alejandro Avalos
not even, brother.
here with the No Guard podcast. What's up, Alejandro? What you up to today, man? It's good?
Yeah, man, resting, recovering, and enjoying the holiday spirit.
Okay. So we're right here on the No Guard episode. Who knows? But what does No Guard audience need to know about you today? What are you about, man?
I'm a professional mixed martial artist with about 14 professional fights.
okay.
Do you mind sharing your record, bro?
Shh, we don't talk about records.
Okay.
It don't matter.
I'm 8-6. I'm 8-6. I have a great record.
Hell yeah.
That's positive, bro.
And I mean, at the end of the day, you better watch out for him on the road. That's all I gotta
I
say.
mean, damn, it's like saying, how much losses have you taken in your life to get here?
Hey, but the thing
You
of
don't take losses to get there, you know?
exactly. That's what I'm
It's gonna be
saying.
ups
At
and
the end of the
downs.
day, bro, like anyone who hasn't taken a loss hasn't tried hard enough. That's
Right.
all I gotta say. You know.
That's
So
true.
if you haven't taken a loss and you want to judge someone for losing, maybe you should look inwards and decide to dig deeper.
Try
That's
to
all I gotta say.
lose.
My boy's putting himself out there, facing some big fights.
Yeah.
What do you think it takes in order to get that winning edge though, more often than losing? Because like definitely a lot of talent out here in Fresno, right?
Yeah, a lot of talent. You gotta learn to lose before you learn how to win. I figured I went through that when I was wrestling and as I was like 14 years old. I learned how to lose there. It sucked. I cried a lot, but eventually you kind of just do what you love and don't worry about the wins and losses. Just enjoy the journey.
14. So you've been
14.
doing mixed martial arts since you were 14.
Since I was 14, yeah, just wrestling is the first art.
What's the yeah? So the story is you went to wrestling at school. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend invited me. He was like, "Hey, yo, come after high school and come after school and meet me at the cafeteria. Bring you some shorts. We're gonna do wrestling." I was like, "Wrestling, like WWE wrestling?" And he was like, "Nah, bro, just bring your
RKO?
shorts." Yeah. And,
Little RKO real quick.
yeah, I was like,
No.
"Oh, DDTs and stuff, choke slams." He was like, "Nah, just come."
So
and,
what made you go from wrestling to more of a mixed martial arts style? Like,
Um,
was it just the next step up inevitably, or
I didn't think I was gonna do this. When everything failed after high school, I wanted to go to the Marine Corps. Yeah, I wanted to go to the Marine Corps. Then couldn't pass the ASVAB, so I ended up just going and working at a chicken distribution plant. Yeah, something like that in Pittman and Sanger.
Okay.
And I blew my back just picking up boxes. I had a bulged disc and I couldn't stand up straight, and my leg was going to sleep, and I was on disability. I was disabled, and it was a very sad moment, and I ended up just going to school. And so when everything else failed, bro, I ended up just going back to what I did. You get me? When nothing was working out for me on my own after high school, I just ended up kind of just going back to what made me feel complete, which was shaking hands and bumping heads with strangers. But this time I'm getting paid for it, though.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ever been in an actual?
train
fight? Like a professional one?
Look,
Off the insurance or not?
no, like I wouldn't even see him, bro.
You be fighting hairs and you be fighting.
I'll be fucking, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I'll be like, I'm at the gym, like nobody talk to me.
So how do you go
what-
from? You want to go first, boss?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So, because I've run into problems myself with like degenerative discs and stuff like that. So, what did that recovery process look like when you were actually trying to get
Recover.
back on your feet when you're laying in bed? You can't even stand up. It hurts just to be existing, bro.
In the backyard, I started stretching. I started stretching, and I started just doing what I can to not get heavy. Because the more heavier I get, the more pressure on my spine, the more it's gonna get worse.
So
And
a
I
lot
found
of
myself
mobility
getting
training?
big. Yeah, I started figuring if I work out my lower back and I work out my core, I'm gonna have really good support.
Mm.
And so I made core an everyday thing. And
Bulletproof it, huh?
yeah,
Okay.
Have you seen that one thing where the people like kind of like they crouch down low, they twist their body and they twist their hands and everything? It's supposed to like unspiral your spine.
yeah, more twisting.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
the thing. We lift
fingers and stuff?
very up and down, but we don't do enough twisting, and that's something that is very important. Is that we twist our bodies and not just up and down like lunges and squats, right? We gotta twist, so we gotta add more twisting involved.
So my boy went from basically like borderline disabled to a threat on the street, a threat in the ring, an MMA fighter. Do you think that's still kind of you get ghost pains or you get anything that kind of like gets in the way while you're in the middle of fighting, or you feel like you're 100% recovered, or is it something you just tune out?
I tune out. I go numb. And I just focus on the threat ahead of me, and that's the person in front of me. I deal with it after.
And
So you get the pains right after, basically, the whole fight?
Yeah, as soon as the adrenaline starts going down, I start to feel everything. But in the fight, this is what we live for. You know, it's either him or me, and I ain't gonna be the one.
So you said you're chilling now, you're living life and getting over. You just had a fight that you came off of was that a pretty heavy victory for you? Was that something that you were nervous for, or were you already kind of knew?
Man, it was a hard journey getting back here, bro. I thought I wasn't gonna fight anymore. I was on a 3-loss streak before this win.
Oh wow!
I fought contenders who went on to fight for titles after me, and one of them became champion. Right, the other one fought.
He ended up losing. For sure.
Yeah, some heavy hitters, and
what were the names?
First one was a decision. The first loss was a decision. I felt like I won. Everybody felt like I won. He just took me down, held me down, and I did most of the damage. But the judges seen it otherwise. So whatever, I ain't gonna let no judge who's probably yawning, wanting to go home, bring me down. You know.
He's like, man, this fight's getting too long. I gotta pick up my daughter.
You tap it, yeah. Like I'm just trying to get paid. I do this once a month. You know, so I don't let those people kind of dictate my career. If you see it as a loss, you seen it as a loss. I seen it as a win. Everybody else sees it as a win. I let people judge it for themselves. You know, and we moved on to the next fight. That next fight, I fought some young cat that really brought it. We went tit for tat the whole first round, second round, and then I took a leg kick. I couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, all right, this is the last one I can take. And so I was the next kick, I'm catching it and I'm taking him down. And I caught the kick, and he put me in a choke. Yeah, he put me in a choke, and he tapped me out right then and there. And oh wow, it was a great fight, man. That fight, I learned a lot. I just went fucking, toe to toe, mano a mano with this guy. And I learned a lot. I learned that the 10, 11 years of experience that I had in the stand-up, that I can really use it now. I don't have to just rely on my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu. And then after that one, I fought some other guy named Allen. And even that guy was, we went all the way through and through. And he was trying to hold me down as well. Second round, I think coach said, abandon the takedowns, just stick to your stand-up. Stay away from him and strike on the outside. And we made that adjustment, and I ended up catching a nice spinning elbow the last 30 seconds of the fight, and I wobbled him, and I went up to finish him, and he shot in and held me down. I ended up getting him in a crucifix, and that's how it ended. In a crucifix, me elbowing his head. People were saying 10 more seconds and you would have finished him, because I had him dazed and I had him stuck.
But it was right at the end of the fight, so you basically it was do or die at that point, and he just shot. He held on to you or got in there just long enough.
Did what he had to do to win, And that was my other loss, right? And then I ended up that was my third loss, straight hard fights. And then I ended up getting this guy. I hurt my elbows in that fight because he kept dropping me and I landed on my elbows. So my elbows were swollen, they were hurt, and I was still training. My manager calls me and he goes, hey, what do you want next? I said, get me on that card with my brother. Because my brother was getting a title shot for the 559 fights, a professional card.
Who's your brother?
Christian Avalos.
Christian Avalos?
Man Shark.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he's the most decorated MMA fighter in the Valley.
Oh, really?
He's got 2 titles. He's got the A1 combat title at 155, and then now he just conquered the 559 fights title at 155.
So what was it like growing up with another fighter? Did you guys get in a lot of fights yourself, like actual fights, or a lot more sparring?
It was a lot of fighting, definitely.
Real fights, huh?
Yeah, real fights. My dad would separate us and just always tell us not to fight, that we're brothers, that we should have each other's back.
What was one of your worst fights you had with him? Do you remember one where damn, we got each other good?
Ah, man. Well,
an elbow in his face or anything?
A real one, I cracked him. Yeah, he went out to function with my siblings, and he ended up calling my little sister a bitch, and I told him, don't be calling her that in front of me. Don't be calling her that in front of me. Like, if you want to do it on your side, do it on your own, but not in front of me. And he did it right before we got home. He called her a bitch right before we got home, and I was like, all right, once we got out of the car, I fucking cracked him. And his girl, had gotten in the way, and, my dad came out and kind of just pushed us away, and and I just told him what happened. Look, he's disrespecting my sister, and that that was the last time. I had to talk with him the next day. I told him, you know, like, hey,
Y'all eating food next day.
I told him the next day, look, I'm never gonna put hands on you anymore. Like, we're done with this shit, you know. We're brothers, and we're done with this shit. Just you fucked up, and I'm the older brother. I'm supposed to do what I gotta do, right?
Yeah, I'm facilitating peace over here.
Yeah, with violence.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, my older brother used to be my ass. I respect him a little more because of it, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, but you think about it, bro. Like, you're that big brother putting the beat down on him. That might have something to do with why he's such a decorated fighter now. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Some grit going on there.
Yeah, he could take a punch for sure now, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a little brother. My brother used to beat my ass. Shout out my older brother, Alejandro, too. My brother named Alejandro.
Yeah.
Something about older brothers named Alejandro. You know, they be smacking up their little brothers, but I'm not no decorated fighter, but I could definitely get socked without flinching, you know?
Yeah.
So there's some strength to getting your ass beat by your brother.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, he was going down the wrong route, and I ended up redirecting him to the gym, you know, and look what he became now, you know?
Hell yeah.
Look what he became now. And I think that's the older brother's duty. The older brother's duty is to be able to make sure that his younger brother is doing much better than him, you know? That's this duty, and I feel like my brother's doing way much better than me in the MMA game, and I feel like I fulfilled my job as an older brother.
Hell yeah, you led him to the path.
Yeah.
That was good for him.
And like I said, it doesn't matter what my record is. It doesn't matter if I ever get a title shot. I'm just doing what I love to do, and let my brother's success dictate what we are.
Well, the thing is, you're a part of that legacy. Whether anyone wants to include you in it or not, you know what it was growing up with him. You know what it is when he was straying off, basically shepherding him back to a more productive route. Yeah. And, you know, ultimately, you know, the fact that you can continue to do what you love and you continue to strive to, like, not let go of some of your passions, despite those 3 hours on a row, and you came back and got this victory. You know, it says a lot about your perseverance and your willingness to achieve what you set your mind out to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, if anyone is going to sit there and, you know, like, tell you stop because you took 3 hours, like we said, go give up on your dream, man. I'm not going to give up on mine, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Wins and losses don't even matter at this point. It's just going out there and be able to do it one more time. Oh, you know what I've been saying lately? This is my last fight. This is my last dance.
It makes you fight hella good, though.
Yeah, yeah. And people are like, really, bro? Don't say that. You got a lot more fight in you. You're young. And I'm like, bro, I don't mean it. I don't mean it in like realistically. Yeah, I go, you ever heard Too Short's album? How he goes, this is the last album. And he sells it and he says it on every album. That's his sales tactic. So I'm gonna tell everybody it's my last dance. Buy tickets and come watch me fight for the last time, even though it might not be the last time. But you never know. You never know.
It could be the last time. So go watch him in his next 559 fight, man.
Yeah, it could be the last time. This one, I blew my knee. So I just got off the crutches. This is the first week without my crutches. And
hey, congrats to walking, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, I'm walking and I'm doing squats now. I'm doing, like that first week I was on the boot, I was doing a bench press and just doing what I can, right? To stay in shape, doing crunches. Now that I got the boot off, I'm doing like step ups, I'm doing squats, and I'm just trying to work my way back into maybe having that last fight again.
Is there any kind of incentive, like, oh shit, my brother's fighting on this card, I'm fighting on this card? Like, is there any extra pressure, I guess, like that sibling rivalry where like, I can't lose this fight because I gotta make sure that we both win good. Yeah, we're both winning.
Yeah, I mean, there was that pressure, but it was I relieve myself from the pressure now, bro. I understand it real clearly what makes people pressured, and I perform well without pressure, without the expectations of people. Huh? I don't care about winning. I don't care about losing, because really that's what makes people pressured. The fear of losing, the fear of going and throwing that hit. Like, I don't really care. I don't care about the people's opinions, you know? Like, I know who's my team, and I know who's there for me and who's not when I'm hurt and I know when all this is said and done, right? So I just focus on going out there and giving my best performance, win or lose. My coach always tells me, just go out there and have fun. Be free. You're good when you're free from every pressure. When you're able to throw that spinning back heel kick, those spinning elbows, and just be free. Go out there and be the martial artist you know how to be, and that's what I go out there and do. You know, I just fight my ass. I blew my knee in the first 15 seconds, bro, in the fight.
So what are they?
I still pulled the win off.
They count that as a what? Like, I'm not too familiar with the rules. If you blow your knee out, is that an out technically? I
mean, if the ref would have heard my scream, yeah, because I was like, like fuck. I screamed real quick. That was it, and then I kept going. I have no other choice. I go at this point.
Oh, so you fought with it?
Yeah, I fought with that. This guy has to put me out now. Like,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, he's gonna have to put me out now, and I'm not gonna be an easy guy to put out. And eventually, I went numb, and I just kept fighting. And the first round ended. I was on my back, and then second round, I came out with this flying knee and just started banging. And I was careless at that point. Everything went wrong, you know.
Mm.
It's like,
How many?
So, a lot of passion is driven into this, and it keeps you going. But outside of the ring, what kind of things are you passionate about? What kind of things do you think they could see a little bit more of when you finally get to that day where it is that last fight that you talk about?
I got a
What do you
little
think of
garden at home. You
Little
know?
garden?
Got a little
Tomatoes?
garden. I got tomatoes. I got
Okay.
blueberries, blackberries, raspberries.
My boy likes to go against the snap.
Moringa, I got a lot of different, you know,
He says-
little
he said,
medicinals.
You know, no need for EBT when I got a whole garden of carrots at home.
Yeah.
Right.
You got some
You know,
medicinals? What do
honey
you mean?
glaze. Like moringa, you ever heard about moringa? Moringa?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how
Nah.
medicinal that is?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, people granulate the seed. Like there's so much beneficial stuff in the root. Like that plant is like superfood,
Okay.
right? And my dad gave me a moringa seed, and you swallow it. You peel it and you swallow it. Because when you chew it, it's real bitter, but you swallow it and it's just, you get all your vitamins. It's just super beneficial for you. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to plant one of these seeds. I'm going to germinate it. I'm going to plant it. And right now I got 2 of them going. You know, and I mean, I'm just trying to keep
outside or
growing,
what?
brother. So it's better to be what they say, it's better to be a warrior and when the war's going on than a gardener. I don't know how
When
the fucking
peace is
shit
going on,
goes.
yeah, there you
That
go.
fucking,
You gotta
yeah.
have 2 modes here.
Yeah.
So you can be on the zen, and then when you bust out, you know it's chaos.
Yeah, and you don't really understand. You don't really understand peace if you don't understand chaos. You know, and I've been in chaos. Like every day's training is chaos, and like when I get home, brother, I just want a peace. I just want peace. You know, I just want to chill.
Boy's
I
just
don't wanna-
pruning his leaves.
Yeah,
He's right
just
there.
Relax.
It's all fucking just slaughtered 3 guys in the ring. And he's all like, these hands could do a lot more damage, but today they're gonna build something beautiful.
Yeah. Right before I took off to go weigh in, I was in my garden. You know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite plant you're growing?
The marijuana plant.
Okay.
All right.
How what's experiences like that? Are they like a similar grow to any other plants, or like, is there anything special that takes a little bit more dedication to marijuana, or you just kind of just plant it in the ground and just watch it and see how it goes?
Oh, definitely that tomato plant is real resilient, bro. That shit grows like no other. The marijuana plant, sometimes it has its defects depending the strand. Like it'll be wanting something. It could be magnesium or calcium. And you can see it in the leaves. So after a while, you start to notice the defects on the leaves and what are the plant asking for, which is pretty cool to have that connection, to be around it for a long time, to be able to see what it needs and understand what it needs.
Does it affect the smoke having needing magnesium and stuff like that? Like, do you see a big difference, or to you? I know some people say it's all the same thing. You smoke it, you get high, or do you feel like missing an ingredient or adding an extra ingredient will give you a different type of psychedelic high effect?
I don't know, man. I just focus on making sure my water's clean, that I'm not putting no chlorinated water.
Like
distillated
or
I was getting the big blue water bins. I was filling them up and bringing them and giving them that. But lately, since I got a pump, I've been dechlorinating my water. So I put pump lines inside my water and I let it sit for like maybe 2 days, right? Just pumping out, getting all those bubbles out, chlorine out, making sure it's clean. Then I pH it, then I give them food, and then I fill them up.
So do you use that water? Is that strictly what you're using for the marijuana plants, or do you use that for all of your plants?
I use them for all my plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any special soil that you have to use for any plants, or is it all like just dirt basically?
Yeah, it's not just a soil bag you bring. You bring a soil bag. You want to add you want to add like extra little rocks that create air holes for them to breathe, for the roots to breathe. You want to be able to put like if it's vegetating, you want to be able to put some amendments that help it with nutrients when it starts to grow. And then when it's flowering, you want to put some amendments that are for flower. Like I was telling you earlier, I got some autoflowers growing right now. And those autoflowers they're any type of strand crossed with like a ruderalis plant. Those ruderalis marijuana plants, they grow in those areas where it gets night pretty quick. It's like 12-12 all year round. So they kind of bred themselves to go quick, right? So they cross this strand that might take like freaking 6 months. They cross it with a strand that takes 3 months, and then you get that seed, and then you're able to have a plant that is done in 3 months. But the auto flowers, they flower whenever they want, not when you want. So you don't have no control over the flower, which is
My boy's a florist
control
now,
of the
huh?
plant.
My boy's a gardener, a warrior, and a florist.
Man, so that's what keeps me distracted. Aside from
So maybe a business
that.
afterwards, after fighting, a business in some type of botanical or hydroponics type of deal, or
That'd be
or you
cool.
think what's called like what?
You know what? I think home craft, like craft beer.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
A small craft. It's just a small craft batch. You know, expensive small craft batch.
You're a connoisseur, huh?
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
get the distills and stuff like that, huh?
yeah. Small batches, like high prices. Small
High price,
batches.
high quality, good price to match the quality, huh?
Yes.
Have you actually then been experimenting as well with that as well? Or do you not have too much time right now with everything else you have going on between being a botanist and MMA fighter?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on, bro. I also coach kids. I run a strength and conditioning class. I do home remodeling. You know, so I do got my hands full. When I get home, I just have maybe 30 minutes to go out and make sure everything's watered before I leave. You know, I got small time to be able to enjoy this gardening.
You say you do modeling for what?
Home remodeling.
Home remodel.
Oh, okay. I was starting to
Yeah,
say like,
yeah, we
like
do
my
home
boy's handsome. I
remodeling,
didn't know
bro.
you modeled, bro.
Put
Like,
floor, we do roofing, we do stucco.
oh shit.
You know, we change doors, we do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we get like home investors who come and hire us, and they turn in a house that's like needs to be flipped, and we flip it, and they flip it, and they make their money. You know.
Everyone gets a little piece of the pie.
Yeah, and we get blessed with a job, and then you know it's just me, my brother, my dad, and some other guys. So it's like I don't really have a boss over my back telling me what to do, and it feels great. You know, it feels great not having to bump heads with people, with egotistical people.
Mm.
Because as a fighter, I don't like that shit. You know, you leave that ego at the door.
So you lose a lot of jobs because of that ever, or
That's
not?
why I don't work. That's why I don't work with
You feel like
people.
you've lost some
I feel
jobs
like
due to
I
that?
don't work with people. I can't. I feel like I can't work with people who are over your back like that. Eventually, we're gonna end up running it. You know, he talks to me wrong and shit. Like I'm not gonna have it. You know, and I'd rather not put myself in that situation, knowing myself. And I'm just kind of work on my own, do my own entrepreneur stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, you work with your family, so you're not gonna bump heads too much with them. I mean, you're gonna bump heads, but it's family at the end of the day.
You'll eat
Yeah.
cereal later.
Yeah, but when you were working, like say at that, you worked not Foster's, but you worked in like a factory, basically, right?
Chicken.
Chicken distribution, yeah.
Distribution. How often are you bumping heads with people, and then also how difficult is it to maintain that discipline of like, man, I really want to like, you're really speaking to me the wrong way. I really want to beat your ass, but I'm not going to.
But I
because-
can't because I'm
yeah,
gonna lose my job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Only if we all had fucking money.
Yeah, right. my brother was the only one that was like, hey, you're coming late, you know, and shit like that. But I'd be like, chill out, fool. If you don't like it, then just don't pay me the first hour. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't tripping. I ain't trying to get rich here. I'm just trying to pay my bills.
Exactly.
Be peaceful. That's it.
And that goes a lot farther than making ultimate wealth. Because like, why trade your soul for someone that you don't even respect, or a job or a corporation that doesn't treat you like a human being?
Yeah.
When you could just get exactly what you need, and live there and look for the big opportunity that waits. You know.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's pretty cool. When you chase your passions, you're gonna become excellent. And you're not necessarily always gonna become excellent in every passion that you do, but if you have a habit of chasing passions, one of those you will become excellent in. And when you become excellent, if you take the right opportunity, you could market it, you could monopolize it, you could capitalize on it, and become ultimately filthy wealthy over choosing what's best for you. And I think that's like part of the America dream, America and whatnot. But like
For real.
it's like just stay passionate, stay honestly, like they want us to work for other people. They want to train us to be able to get into a box and whatnot, and come at this hour, leave at this bell ring, eat this food. But I just ultimately don't think it's like beneficial to the mind state of a creative individual like yourself. That I would say you just want to grow in your talent, whether it's growing flowers or building. You like to create things, and even in the essence, your MMA journey, you're building your mind and your body. Would you say so?
Yeah, I would say so. So much people told me to quit. Why you doing this? My own mom. Why you doing this? Why? It's barbaric. Like, you like getting punched in the head, bro. I've heard it all. You know, you like getting punched in the head for a living. Oh, you must be stupid. And it's like, brother, look, I just fought 2 weeks ago. I don't have a damn cut on my face. What are you talking about?
I said I
I
must
blew
be,
my
I must be
leg,
pretty
but
good at
that
it.
was my mistake, being too relaxed in there. But besides that, I didn't get punched in the face, and I fought a whole 15 minutes. Why? Because I trained that hard, and I make sure that I see things coming at me. Right? I got punched, of course, but I ain't get cut. You know?
Right.
Yeah. But so much people told me to quit. You know, like, why are you doing this? Just, you're going to school. You're doing great at school. Why not? You know, but I dropped out and just started fighting.
I feel like when you drop out, though, it kind of forces you to choose a path, whether you're going to go this way or you're going to go this way. And one path, it's clearly you don't want to go. So it's ultimately, am I going to just love myself or am I going to hate myself? Right?
Yeah. And at that moment, bro, I was going to Reilly College. I lived in Parler. I would ride my bike every other day to school, you know, and
Oh, wow.
and that's 5 miles. Not bad. Well, 5 there, 5 back. That's not bad.
10 miles a day, bro.
10 miles every other day. 'Cause I didn't have my sister's car every other day. Right, so that's how I would do it, you know. And
And that was probably for something that you weren't quite passionate about, right?
I was gonna get ready for a fight, so I figured riding the bike was my training, getting there and getting my studies, making sure I handle my homework before I head home. You know, another 5 miles, then I get home, change, get my stuff ready, then head to the gym.
Yeah, that's a pretty positive spin on something pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Would you say so? He's like, hey, man, like, I don't really want to go to school. I don't really want to ride a bike, but here's this opportunity to see it as a win, regardless of the circumstances, and be able to flip the switch in my brain and get to doing what's difficult.
It's my training. I gotta do it.
Exactly.
I figured it's a 2 for 1. I'm getting to school and I'm getting ready for the fight.
Hell
My
yeah.
first fight, right?
So how long ago was this? How long have you been fighting for?
That was in 2017. Wait,
Okay.
2017, I had my first amateur fight with 559 fights.
How did that happen?
That was my coach asking me, "Hey, you wanna fight?" And I was already a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and I already had wrestling. That was enough to be able to take a guy down and beat him. Maybe not striking. I wasn't too confident in that, but I did get a striker who knocked me down. Right, he cracked me, knocked me down, and then when I hit the ground, I started wrestling, and then my jiu-jitsu came in, and I ended up getting him in the armbar, and so I won off that knockdown.
Yeah, you say you flipped that bad situation to your stronger suit.
Yeah.
They tried to come in, but they didn't realize they were going into your territory at that point.
Yeah, when he came in to try to finish me, he gave me his legs, and I started going.
So how do you feel about those MMA fighters that, they start the fight and immediately get on their back?
And they can't get up for shit. Oh,
Yeah.
the ones who go on their back and
Just-
they,
yeah.
they have no striking, they just go straight to their back.
Yeah, like, you touch gloves and you're like, blam, let me just get on the floor and just put my legs up. How do you feel about that strategy?
He would just be getting kicked, right? Like I don't. You can always back up and just kind of tell the ref to get him up. That's the benefit about the MMA part, is that you
okay.
just back up. The ref will be like, stand up.
Oh.
What do you
okay.
think the whole point of them doing that for? Is it because they're afraid to get hit? Or
They just feel like most people think that fighting is only stand up.
Uh-huh.
You know, how you would imagine a fight to be, that they don't practice their ground game enough. And then when they run into somebody who really practices their ground game, they have no clue what they're getting into. So as soon as they step in, they get their leg caught up, and that's how they lose.
Oh, so you could catch an easy dub like that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can catch it easy.
So those people are banking on the fact that he doesn't know his groundwork. Let me just go
Yeah,
right
he
to the
doesn't
floor.
practice that.
Do you practice that?
Yeah, I'm a brown
Wrestler,
belt.
huh? Yeah.
Brown belt, 4th degree.
Oh, shit.
So next year I get my black belt
Oh wow.
in
Damn.
jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Is jujitsu, because you said you wrestled in high school, so I kind of just made the association. Is it logical that people who are trying to get into MMA, if they have a wrestling background, they're going to go to jiu-jitsu most likely, or more likely than not, would you say?
Yes. We have many wrestlers come out of high school, Buchanan, Clovis, and they all end up right there in the room, wearing a white belt, starting from scratch, and earning their way back up. It's a whole restart. It's like, I don't care how badass and how credentialed you were in wrestling. When you step on these jiu-jitsu mats,
You're humbled again.
You're humbled again. You're right at the beginning wearing that clean, nice white belt, and you got to get it dirty, right? You got to put in the time.
What was your first day like? Putting that white clothes on.
I thought I was invincible. I did wrestling. I'll go take this guy's down, right? But as soon as I shot, there goes my neck. I was getting choked out, and I fell in love with it even more. I was like, shit, I don't know anything.
He gave you something else to be ground floor one again.
Yeah, the flip side of things. See, in wrestling, you want to put your opponent on their back and hold them, show out their shoulder blades for 4 seconds, right? The shoulder blades hit the mat for 4 seconds, and you win. But what if your opponent starts on their back in jiu-jitsu?
Right.
You know,
That's the whole premise of wrestling. You're trying to pin them down, but with it's like you want to be on your back almost. Is that right? Like you want to.
What if they don't even give you a chance to use your wrestling that you've so been working on for the past 5 years, right? They just go straight to their butt, like you said. There goes your wrestling out the window, and then you go and try to press him, and then he ends up catching your neck, or he ends up sweeping you, and you end up on the bottom. And you don't know how to be on your back because you're a wrestler, right? You don't want to be on your back. You lose if you're on your back. So,
you never practice that. You get right off.
Yeah.
Versus
you roll to your stomach to try to get back up, which ends up
getting your neck open.
Your neck up.
Was that almost what happened with you on your first day? You're trying to roll, and so he just slipped in the choke to you, or?
Yeah, just like that. I was like, oh, let me not give up my back, not knowing I can fight from there. Yeah, but there was a lot to learn, and I just got intrigued. I was like, there's a lot to learn here. I'm gonna stay right here.
How long would you say it took for you after that first day of stepping in? How long did it take for you to kind of erase that habit that you had built from wrestling and actually kind of start developing your skills in the art of jiu-jitsu itself?
Like a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
And were you that entire time? Were you a white belt, or were you able to jump up? I'm not too sure how the belts work, but were you just a white belt that entire time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. In our lineage, we go white, green, blue, purple, brown, black.
Okay.
Some people would consider the green belt a kid's belt, but it's part of our old school lineage. And so they give us a green belt. Yeah, they give us a green belt to separate the advanced white belts from the beginner white belts. So if you're a green belt, you can roll with the blue belts and the white belts, and you should be all right. But the whites should stick with the whites.
Yeah, because the white, you really have no idea what level that white is if you're going the other route of white belt only, because then you end up having different levels of white belts. It's a wide range, right?
And for business, brother, you beat up a white belt who doesn't know anything, he's going to say, this is not for me. Now you lost a client, right? So how do you separate the beginners in their own respective lane so that they can stay around and you can still have a business running?
Yeah,
right?
so they're not getting shitted on the first day.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck this. This sucks. It's like, it's not that you suck, bro. It's just this guy's been doing it for 2 years longer than you. You have no idea. You can get just as good if you just stick around.
So how do you move up in belts, bro? How does that work when you move
like
up?
a test or?
So you get your white belt. You join a class. 6 months, you'll get your first stripe. It takes 4 stripes for you to get off that belt. So it'll take you 2 years, right?
So every belt's about 2 years?
Every belt's about 2 years.
Wow. Even from white belt?
Yeah. So get out of your white belt, you'll get into your green in 2 years.
Wow.
So your first, I can tell how long you've been doing jiu-jitsu by looking at your belt. It should tell, right? It should tell. It shouldn't tell how good you are. It should say how long you've been walking on this righteous path of jiu-jitsu, respectfully.
So you could seriously, like, be a black belt and be a kind of trash, though? Like, just straight?
Yeah.
I've just been doing it for 10 years really mediocrely.
Yeah, there's many ways you can go about it. You could be a student, you could be a warrior, or just enjoy the journey. You know, just show up to the gym and just be there every day, right? The warrior goes out there to the battlefield, and he brings back heads, right? And he tells your coach, hey, look, I just won this big-ass tournament. I don't belong in this division. I do it one more time then. He goes and he does it one more time in his big-ass tournament. Then you have to move him up. You have to move him up so he finds people that are going to challenge him.
They move his belt up?
Yeah, you move his belt. So that's one way to get out of your belt. Is
so
to
you
do specific big tournaments.
You could win tournaments to quickly go up.
Yes. But those tournaments, you're talking about facing Brazilian dudes, and just people internationally. You're talking about big international tournaments. Those are the ones that I do. The big ones. I roll the dice where it matters.
Were you able to skip a couple bouts yourself personally?
No.
No, is it?
No. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was if I was young and egotistical. I don't know what it was, but I had to earn every single stripe. There was no freebies on my end.
How does it work once you get to a black belt? Because I've heard of third stripe and fourth stripe, but is there a point with the black belt where they cap it off, or can you just get as many stripes as like with the black belt? Because that's the highest.
Yeah, the black belt's a little different. It's a stripe every 2 years, up until I believe you're second. Then it's every 5 years. And you're waiting
Oh,
5 years to get a stripe as a black belt.
okay. So if you have four stripes as a black belt, you've been in it
She should
for
be
at
like
least what,
19,
like
20 years doing
20?
as a black belt before you leave the black belt. There's
Mhm.
another bout and another one, right? So there's like it's a long life thing, though. You're never gonna reach the top. Just enjoy it, bro. Don't worry about the bout. You know, enjoy the journey and don't worry about the bout. It doesn't really mean nothing. We like to say the
You're
bout
doing it
is
for the
just
wrong.
meant to hold your gi together. So if I go to the gym and I'm wearing a pink bout, is that gonna make me any weaker?
Nope.
Nah.
You know, it's just meant to hold my gi together. Not a big deal, but people make it a big deal.
Right.
And I guess it's a ego
They're
thing.
fighting with
Thinking
too
you're
much pride.
better. Yeah, ego. It's a pride thing. It's just you wanna look and be better than somebody else. When in reality, your
Or you can just
skills
be
is what
better.
it is.
Imagine you just be better instead of worry about looking
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. Just be a better person and be a better artist and be around and go and help other people who might not know the technique. Like just it's a development thing, you know. Cause like yeah, I get these new guys from high school that are just fresh, you know. They got all full of testosterone, bro. They're on me, you know. They see me with my brown belt and their white belts. They don't take it easy. I'm a target, you know. I'm a target.
That's really how it goes. Anyone looks for an opportunity to dethrone the master, you know?
Yeah,
It kind of like builds up their accolades, so to speak.
yeah. I get so many people who are like, oh, I beat that brown belt, I tapped them out, and I'm like, so what do you want? You want a new bout now or what? You know, it's just, bro. Maybe that brown belt was just he took a long break.
Right.
You know, it doesn't mean that maybe he just took a long break. His athleticism left him, and now he came in and he's wearing brown belt, and you just beat his ass. He's rusty. It doesn't mean nothing.
Doesn't mean he's been training for that many years in a row.
Yeah, consistently.
I would put my other belt back on for each year that I'm off.
Yeah, for taking
If I'm off 2 years,
take it off, huh?
Yeah,
Go down.
Go down 1 year, you know?
Uh-huh.
I don't know,
Remove
is
the
that
belt.
something people do or?
If some people say they move and they were a brown belt here, and they move somewhere else, say San Diego, and they join a new academy, some people will. They'll do that. They'll want to earn their brown belt from that instructor instead of just carrying that brown belt. Some people
That's
will
cool.
do it.
Just so you can sit there and actually say like, yo, I deserve this, basically.
Yeah, yeah, and they're not
So you've
getting
been in
belts
one
like
academy your whole MMA career? I mean, your whole jiu-jitsu career?
that. Yeah, I've been with my coach for 10 years, 11, going to 11 now.
What's his name?
I met Mike Moreno when he was a purple belt, bro. I was a white belt, he was a purple belt.
Oh wow.
You know, and some people would really want their instructors to be black belts, you know?
Yeah.
I went on along the ride with him, and, you know, we're here now. He's a black belt, 2 stripes, you know, and I'm about to be a black belt under him. His first black belt under him.
So what's going on? Is there any higher, like obviously a lot of people think it's black belt is the top. Is that the truth? Is the black belt the toppest you could go? Like, or is there like another higher prestige to a black belt?
There's a coral belt, a black and red,
Yeah.
and then you got the masters. It's like 80 years in the game. You're a red belt.
Damn.
Oh,
Master. You're a master. Well, brother, some of us don't make it to 80, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Yeah.
80 years, you gotta be 80 years of actually fighting too. Not even 80 years old, just 80 years old. 80 years of fighting.
Just being a teacher. You could be a teacher. You're a professor at that point. You don't even have to roll anymore. You're just teaching and enjoying the journey, and so it's time to
No
go.
life dedicated to it, basically, right?
Yeah, lifelong journey and just a master.
Have you met anybody like that? Like personally, on a personal level?
No, I have never ran across. The first time I will, I'll take a picture.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I wonder what those kind of people are like, you know?
Yeah, where you find them at? Like that, there can't.
They're out
be-
there. There's a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that black and red belt ain't nothing you just get.
Right.
You know, this higher Gracie guy, you know, who gives it to you.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, somebody with prestige.
Do people ever commit belt fraud?
Yes, bro.
way,
Moneyberg. They paid like Moneyberg, that scam artist guy. Yeah, he be paying people to like to wear his rash guards, and he paid some guy to give him his black belt.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
money talks, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this guy's half
So
a
his
million.
name is Moneybird?
Moneyberg. Yeah.
Where's he from?
I don't know where he's from. I don't look into that drama so much,
He's a
Yeah.
big online personality,
yeah,
but he
yeah.
was
Scam artist, you know,
yeah,
like
big,
making
big
money.
scam artist. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Rolls Royces and shit, and he's paying these guys to wear his rash guard. All these UFC fighters, and yeah, he's doing podcasts and
Living it up
Well, basically
as a
portraying that image of being like a really elite.
a black belt who never had a fucking role. You kidding me, bro?
Wow.
Hey,
That
so would you
downplays
say he's
our
actually
shit.
pretty good though? Is he good at all? Have you seen him fight, or is he like totally off
He
the
doesn't
books?
roll.
Nothing.
Obviously
He just
knows
wears it and
techniques.
claims to have knowledge.
Yeah,
That's crazy. And there's not
Yeah,
one
and he's a
video of him
black belt.
fighting out there.
no, it's not one video of him fighting out there. Just him drilling, but that's it. No matches whatsoever, and it just downplays everybody else's black belt, like my coaches and shit.
Are his drills instructions like they seem good though at least, or like,
Well,
do they
say
seem like
he'll
real?
hire a prestige guy to do it with him, to teach him,
I'm
right?
weak.
Yeah,
So he's just
pay
paying
this
for
guy.
his training so he can give the same exact training to someone else.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that boy got the game on fix.
yeah, and so yeah, the community kind of looks at him as like a fake, complete fake fraud.
So some people really don't know though.
Yeah, some people don't know. He's over here saying he's a black belt and taking pictures with all these UFC fighters, and because he's paying them, of course.
Wow.
Yeah,
But it's pretty well if you're
In the game?
community, like this dude's a fraud, or for the most part, people are
His name's Moneybird, bro.
Moneyberg.
Like, that fool,
no free promo.
all about the money, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, like for you, when you're because you coach, is there a difference between a coach and like what you're talking about, a teacher? Because you're saying a teacher is almost like the next level of when we ask
Senpai.
about black belt. Yeah, like what's the difference between the two? When you say teacher and coach, I
I
feel
would be
like
the same thing. I would say in the same. We call our teachers or coaches. We call them professors. Call them senseis. All right, so it'd be like Sensei Mike, Professor Mike. Yeah, I call him coach because I met him way before he was a professor. Right, when you get a black belt, you're a professor now. Right, so people respectfully call you sensei or they call you professor.
Damn.
Right.
Okay.
I met him when he was a purple, so I got used to calling him coach.
And then he got his black
He's
belt.
got his black belt. He's Professor Mike now, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I still slip up and call him coach, and I have boxing. I can't call my boxing coach professor, right? Because it doesn't make sense, right?
So the
I
same
call
thing
him
applies,
coach. I
basically.
just call my coaches coaches.
So what dojo is this at?
He's at D-Throne behind there, across the street from City Lights, behind the airport.
Oh, behind. So y'all ever, you know where the question is going?
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
once in a
we've
while?
gone. Yeah, we've gone before.
Okay,
Gone
okay,
before. Enjoy some drinks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No touching though, huh?
Nah, no touching, no looking.
No, that's it.
Looking down at your drink.
That's it. Come on, man. We real live professionals here, bro.
Yeah.
We go to support local businesses, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Local trying to meet potential sponsors over there.
There you go. So that's
We got to go where the money flows. So we went where the stream is at.
Right. Go you swimming upstream in there for strictly business only, huh?
What's it like in there?
Very dark, very dark. A lot of dark souls. And
Oh shit! Fuck.
You ever
I heard a story of one of my boys. He sat there for I guess he fell in love with one of them, and he was sitting there and just a whole bunch of they called him over or something and asked for a lap dance, and he went there for 5 lap dances and he came back and the bill was hella fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They charge per minute or per song or what?
per song?
Per song?
It's wild, bro.
The boy was Mitch, by the way.
Hey, bro.
The boy Mitch.
I was in there against my will, bro.
Yeah, it was a birthday celebration.
No, I don't even know what the occasion was. I agree with you. Definitely some dark souls in there, bro. A lot of people going through fighting some demons for sure. Fighting
For
some.
sure, not happy with their wives and just going in there to.
Do you feel like that's a common thing of MMA fighters that they got a little secret, a stripper addiction? It's a little secret.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Said not
Depends
me.
how handsome
Probably
you
UFC
are, right?
fighters are.
Depends how handsome you are, I guess, right?
I
guess
guess
so.
so.
That's
Shit.
a good point. You're not
In
gonna.
that case, if you're an ugly motherfucker, then you can't get no girls, then you're gonna be in there.
Every day.
Yeah, but if you can get girls, you just go to the club. Shit,
We go to the club, huh?
the club. Pick up on some girls.
So how you've been in the game for 8 years, or at least you said your first amateur fight was 2017.
My first amateur fight was 2017. 3 months later, after that fight in January 28th, I had another fight. That one was 51 seconds. Took them down, ground and pound, and they stopped it in 51 seconds.
Wow.
After that, I was 25 years old, right? I felt like I was late. I was like, oh, I'm 25. Like, I'm late. I should have damn started when I was like 17, 18 fighting, right? So I went pro immediately. I had my next pro fight was November. So if I fought January 28 and I fought in the middle of the year, like I had my first pro fight, November.
Okay.
Yeah, same year, 2017. Same year I started fighting, same year I went pro.
Speed ran
Because I figured a fight's a fight, bro. Like,
so you really didn't even give yourself the chance to get the same amount of experience as other people.
Not at all.
So like, that probably has a little small percentage to do with your record then, right? Wouldn't you say that you didn't get as much reps? Or
yeah, I didn't get as much reps, bro. But I've been fighting all my life, right? I've been wrestling what I consider shaking hands and bumping heads with strangers since I was 14. So what's the difference now that we can use hands and knees and elbows and kicks? That makes it better for both of us, right? Makes it easier to get a takedown when somebody comes forward at you trying to hit you in the face. You change your level and you take them down. So in a way, it opens up your strengths. Yeah, like, would you rather cut hair?
What's up, Bob?
Would you rather cut hair for free when you were starting, or would you rather get paid your $10 to start, just to start? Just to learn, even though it was your first couple of cuts.
Personally, I did free haircuts for 2 years.
See what I mean? Would you rather get paid for those 2 years while you're learning?
Nah, man, that's too much pressure. That's way too much pressure to me personally.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, I agree. But for me, when you're doing haircuts and you have a reputation to back it up, I like the concept of me being able to go to people and say like, "Yo, let me cut your hair for free," and it's gonna come out good. And when you're in retrospect, you're giving them a shitty haircut and you're charging $10 versus you're giving them a shitty haircut and it's $5 for free. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be more grateful for a free haircut regardless. So I don't know. I kind of chose wisely. I chose my people that I wanted to cut. I kind of chose the kids at school who needed the haircuts the most, the ones that probably didn't have the money to buy a nice haircut or whatever. And I basically set the standard for myself to overbeat, to be very low, so I could keep them and get a lot of practice because I wanted a lot of reps. So for like 2 years, I basically built these reps up with a big clientele of kids that just were looking to get a free haircut. And because of that, when I finally got to a barbershop, I felt pretty confident because I had no teacher. I was genuinely just fucking people up in the garage. So I mean, in the perfect world, I would have loved to charge $10, but I also really didn't care for money. I was like 16, 15, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, hey man, give me some asada fries, some bag of chips, brother. Something like that.
I was 25 living in my mom's garage. I needed to get out of there.
Yeah, 25.
Different pressure for sure.
I was like, get me out of here. I need to go with them. Like, a fight's a fight. I'm just trying to get paid and
hell yeah.
And just try to get out of here. Try to get out of this garage.
Totally different situation, yeah.
I fought at Tachi. I fought a few other times, and then I ended up getting a shot to fight at the Save Center. I was like, oh shit, I'm at the Save Center, man. Pitbull just performed here, Yeah. Like, hell yeah, this is like, did I make it? Like shit.
Felt like it, huh?
Yeah, walking backstage and just it
having
felt
a crowd
cool,
for you
bro.
and stuff like that, huh?
Yeah, I lost that fight, bro. That first time at the Save Center, I lost it. I blew my knee, but I had like maybe $7,000 in sponsorships.
Oh, wow.
Money. So what am I going to do? Give that money back or go in there and just give it your best and hope for the best,
And protect your knee, huh?
I went in there. I took an L and I made $11,000.
Oh, shit.
I moved out of my mom's house. I went to Old Town Clovis. I rented a room right there closer to D-Throne, and I got hired at D-Throne as a kids coach, and they gave me the key to the building, and I mean, that was the start of something
beautiful.
Being on my own, That was the start of something that gave me another fight now. Let's do this again. Like, and then I got the key to a nice big gym. I was able to do private lessons and charge whatever I want now, right? And I charge $70, by the way.
Oh yeah.
for my hour. Yeah,
70 for.
70 an hour right here, man.
70 an
Are
hour.
you a jits coach?
Whatever
Wrestling
you want,
coach?
wrestling,
Anything?
striking, kickboxing, all of
Oh
that.
wow.
I'm a
Oh,
mixed
he does
martial
it all
artist.
right here. Right here is the man.
And I figured you better catch me now because when I get that black belt, we're going up for 100. We're going up to $100. So
Absolutely.
When is that coming?
next year, no, next November.
Next
You
November.
got 1 year to sign
You
up.
got 1 year.
They lock in now. Will they stay behind in prices?
Yeah,
Basically?
they lock in now. They'll get it for 60
There you go.
for the rest of their life. But
Wow.
you guys catch
60
me after.
rest of your life. Lock in now.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's a good deal. Man.
after it's 100 for the black because I'm a black. Now you see the bout on me. Now you want to come, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, but those who believed in me before, those will forever get it for $60, $70.
right.
You know,
I run something similar like that with my haircuts.
yeah, like the guys who were there from the jump.
Yeah, from the jump, they're like one price raise behind. So
Yeah,
every time I raise my
exactly.
price, they're like one price lower. So
Lock in, you're right behind.
Loyalty, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's what it is.
means a lot more than a new client's money.
Yeah, and we're talking about how like this nowadays, like loyalty's hard. Like a lot of people will turn their back and stab you in the back and shit like that. Yeah.
Have you had any situations with that? Like, what do you would you not trying to get overly deep if you don't
Yeah.
want to, but like, what would you say one of your biggest situations in life where you got stabbed in the back?
I mean,
as much
I'm a
as you
kid's
could talk
coach.
about it.
I'm a kid's coach. I feel it, and I see it all the time, and I see it done with like my coach or other coaches around the valley where like they'll get bouted and like once they get their black belt, they'll leave their coach and they'll open up a gym and then like they'll be under another black belt, and I'm like, really, brother? This guy was there for you all through your journey, and once you get your black belt, you're too good for him. Now you're gonna go with another black belt and open up a school name under their name, and I just see that.
Why not build the
disloyalty-
dojo you came from?
Yeah, the people who taught you, the guy, like, you know, like be all in with them or none at all.
Right.
And I see it. I'm a kids coach, like I say. These guys, some of these kids, their parents don't get the loyalty,
No type of integrity right there, man.
and they'll come and they'll take my techniques because I'm teaching, and then they'll go and represent another gym, or they'll go and compete
At least throw credits,
school,
guys.
and it's like, man,
Just at least give credits to Alejandro at the very minimum. You don't gotta be here, but right? Wouldn't it make a difference if they went to another dojo, but they're like, hey, yo, I learned this from a really dope instructor named Alejandro. But nah, they go in there like they got their own sauce, they got their own formula.
yeah,
And reality is, you know, they learned it from somewhere.
yeah, they learned it from somewhere.
They forget that when the moment comes.
Yeah,
Hey, that situation happens in barbering too, man. Believe it or not.
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You take the time to mentor this guy, and all of a sudden he's out working at another shop instead of working
I'm
at
guessing
your shop.
it makes you get to the point where it messes with your head the next time someone young and motivated comes and they got that spark you love to see,
Yeah,
and you have that thought like, man, should I do it?
Yeah.
And me personally, I tend to still do it because I'd hate to dim my light for someone that might actually be grateful for what I could give them. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've done it for many, many barbers, and a good half of them, you know, even more, gone. And, you know, I always told people, like, you know, you don't got to be here for your whole entire career. Like, you know, I even outgrew some of my mentors that I had. Like, shout out my boy Alfredo Madrigal. My boy put me on at 15. I got many years of cutting hair experience under him. And because of that, you know, like, without that situation, who would have known what my career could have been? So, you know, like, but that being said, I did get to the point where I wanted more and I craved a more higher end environment and stuff like that. But I still give credit where credit's due. Like, without that little shop in the East Side, I might not have been the brand I am today, the person I am today. And that being said, I have a lot of barbers, very similar situation. But, you know, at the end of the day, they'll just kind of change a little bit, you know? And for me, I got to the point where I just learned that I can't let that affect me to the point where I don't offer my hand or my support for another young, outgoing barber or, you know, someone that's just trying to make a name for themselves, because half the time we're just trying to make a living and support and survive, you know? So I don't know. It's been a tough situation for me, and I was just curious on if that was something you kind of came across after getting your ideas, your help taken for granted in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, all the years that I put in, I'm 11 now, right? To just kind of give it away for free, you know? You get me? You almost want to, you got to live off of this at this point, because I ain't go to school.
You're
right?
so
I gotta
deep
live
into
off
it
of
now.
this. Yeah.
It,
It's like, if I don't, I'm starving. And nobody gives a fuck when my fridge is empty. You know? Yeah, so I try to do best for that little kid who had dreams, you know. That
Right.
little kid, like now I'm an adult. I don't need to eat. I'm used to fasting. I'm used to all that. I'm used to cutting weight. Mentally, I'm used to that. I don't need to eat for like I can fast 3 days straight.
Oh,
You know, and be
yeah.
strong. You know,
Oh yeah.
but
What do you,
I
what do you
just
feel
make
like
sure
the
I take care of
benefits
that
of
kid.
fasting for 3 days have done for you? You feel like you got
Oh
benefits?
yeah, yeah. You see it definitely, and you just know you're cleaning your system. You're scraping the walls off your body, and you're allowing your body to just reset, restart. Because
So
you can't
mostly
just keep
physical
out.
or some mental and spiritual? What would you say? Mostly physical for you personally?
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to say when you fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On a
you're supposed
spiritual,
on
for
the
spiritual
spiritual.
reasons, yeah, you're
Yeah,
not supposed
you're
to say
supposed to
too
say when
much.
you fast.
I
I
learned that
put it
recently.
online. I make it an online thing. So
Mm.
I tell everybody like, hey, we're fasting the first week of November, November 1st, 3 days. The
Mm.
first 3 days we're just drinking water and we're fasting. You could train if you want, you know. If not, then just drink water.
At
Mhm.
least.
Yeah. So some people would join me. They just tag me, you know, and we'll
Yeah.
just make it a thing. We'll fast every first of the month.
You're
Let me
fasting
know.
right now then, or
No,
what?
I'm not. We stopped it a while back.
Ah.
Let me know when you next
gotta
time
do
you
it
go on a
again,
fast.
right?
I'd like to
We'll
join
do it
you.
again. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
I feel like
Y'all
a lot
wanna
of stuff
join?
stick, bro.
Let us know. Exactly.
A lot of stuff stick to
Follow
your
the number.
walls.
Saying.
A lot of stuff stick to your walls. What was that?
Shave your chin hair?
It's fine. It's fine. I'll shave it
Okay,
off. I'll
for
shave
sure,
it
for
off.
sure.
I'll shave it off when I go. But yeah, yeah. Anyways, I try to freaking save that little kid. You know, that one kid who had dreams that was in Parlier trying to make it out of his mom's garage. Like I always try to make sure I take care of that kid. You know, like,
Save
he had
room for
big
the ones who
dreams.
really care still, who are
Yeah.
hungry for it, huh?
Yeah.
Those are the moments where you're actually proud of yourself for not letting that past horrible experience with getting taken advantage
Mhm.
get in the way of who you are and your heart for the love of the industry and the craft. Basically, I'd be like really happy. It just takes one where you're like, damn, hell yeah. Every day his life's a little bit better, and he put the work in to get there himself, and he allowed me to support him through it. And it's just like that's what makes being an expert in anything worth it, is when you could pass down that knowledge, that game to someone, and they could go take it and run with it, and hopefully outgrow you tenfold. And
Yes.
you, the only thing you get a benefit from it is be able to be like, yo, I had a little piece to do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. That means the world, because, you know, at the end of the day, everyone's going to like the industry and all crafts, there's always going to be the next Michael Jordan. There's always going to be the next. So if you want to be the GOAT forever, some could do it. But I said it before on the podcast. It's a lot easier and it's a lot more self-fulfilling to be able to be a part of someone's journey.
Yes.
And hopefully watch many people outgrow you.
Yeah.
And I think that, for me, is what makes me tick, makes me grow, makes me want to keep on giving out game and learning game myself.
Yeah.
Versus if I was to put my whole personality in being the best barber around, I'm gonna be mad when the next young 18-year-old comes out fucking shitting on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be
all
like,
bitter.
yeah, you know, like, but at the end of the day, you can't take away from the fact that I got years of knowledge in this brain, and it's gonna show in some ways or another. You know?
Yeah. I corner a lot of like 5-5-9 fights, like youngsters who have their first fight, second fights, guys who are trying to get to the pros. I've had the honor to be in their corner and help them out. For some reason, that's what I get from like what you're trying to say. Like you get to be part of their journey, and I'm grateful to be able to do that. To just be part of their journey and be in there and watch them fight and just make them feel comfortable backstage. Sometimes I think it's just my presence being there, just another like warrior.
Hell yeah.
Being there,
Someone's
that
been
makes
there
them
who could
feel-
sit there and say like, yo, I know you're feeling this,
Yeah,
but this is what you got to do.
yeah.
Lock in.
Yeah, he's like, I'm nervous. I'd be like, well, let me tell you what helps me when I'm nervous. Think of 3 things that affirmate 3 things that you know you are, or you think of yourself that you are. My 3, I tell him, is I'm too strong, I'm too smart, I'm too technical.
That's
Too
right.
strong, I'm too smart, I'm too fast, I'm too technical. Like repeat those 3 things. Just keep saying I'm too fast, I'm too strong, I'm too technical.
What's
When
that
the little
one
ants
great
creep-
boxer that did that? He did affirmations the whole time. It was he said, I am the greatest. I am.
Muhammad?
Yeah, there you go.
Ali.
Ali. I don't know how to get his name, but he was doing affirmations in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. See, when they're calling my name, if you see me moving my mouth, it's because it's nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking. You're about to get down. But I call them ants. If you can smash all the ants with these affirmations, they can never get to you.
Swat him away.
14 fights in, and I still get nervous. And what helps me is communicating, telling my coach, hey, I'm nervous, and hearing what he has to say. Nah, you got this, brother. Come on. You know,
Right.
you just got out of the fire fucking 80 days ago. Like
Right.
last month and a half, you just got out of the fire. You got this shit. Go in there and be free. But be you. You got this. Like I love, but that started because I came truthfully with no ego, saying, Coach, I'm nervous, man. Like fuck.
So you think there's a major role being played behind every great fighter with the coach? Like you think you take one great fighter and you give him a different coach, you think the outcome could be a lot different?
Man, every coach is amazing. Every coach will give you something different, a piece of advice different. I have 3 coaches because
Okay.
I'm an MMA fighter. I
Yeah.
have a jiu-jitsu coach, I have a boxing coach, and then I have a Muay Thai coach. My boxing coach was with Daniel Cormier when he did his run with the bouts, right? So, like, I know I'm with the great coach, right? My jiu-jitsu coach, well, what he's done with all these guys and, like, what he's done for himself in his whole career, and obviously he got us here, right? And he got my brother there. Like, he's amazing. And my Muay Thai coach, he's been with me for like 2 years now. And, you know, he's been picking up the slack lately, and he's been, patting me up and just being there for me and saying, you know what, I got you guys back. When you guys are done, I'm done. Just like being like, this is the last guys I'm working with, you know, and just knowing that he believes in us like that.
That's crazy. So y'all, damn, that's actually a lot on your plate, basically.
Yeah.
To become not necessarily the best, but like to take it serious at least.
I want to feed them.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be the only one eating. I want to feed them. I want to make sure I take care of them after every session. Ideally, that's what I would want, bro, but ain't nobody paying. Ain't nobody paying for me to go corner. Ain't nobody paying for me to go to do privates like that. Like, ain't nobody looking for me like that. So it's hard for me to pay my team. And it's like, man, it feels bad. It almost feels like you're just the only one eating and they're not eating. You know what I mean? And that's not how you want it to be. As an MMA fighter, after every session, you want to be able to make sure your coach walks away with some money and be able to go feed his family. You know, because he's taking time from his family.
Yeah, you want to be able to look out.
Every time I look for sponsors, I'm telling them like, bro, this is much more than just what I pocket in myself. This is feeding my team after we're done fighting. You know,
It's for everyone.
It's
Everyone
for
has to
everybody.
play a role in my win.
and I have 3. That's a lot to feed, right?
Right.
I have 3 coaches and I have a management. I'm with Team Iridium management.
Team
You know?
Iridium?
Yeah, Team Iridium. They got Brandon Moreno. They got Alexa Grosso. They got Bobby Green. They got all kinds of.
What do you got to say about Team Iridium?
Man, they've been great. They've been great to me. The reason why I stay busy in all these main cards like LFA, just the reason why I fought Combate at the Seymour Center, the reason why I stay busy is because of them. I wouldn't be, I would just be a fighter waiting for a call if it wasn't for them, you know, because they go,
They're active.
business, yeah, any type of business that comes in goes directly to them, and they just book up their card.
So it's safe to say Team Iridium actually cares about their fighters?
Yeah, they do care about their fighters. Anytime you're hurt, they'll message you. Anytime you need anything, you message them, and they'll make sure they help you out. If you got a sponsor you need to talk to, but you ain't really good at speaking, you know, they'll make sure they'll talk for you. You know, and yeah, it's just they're really good. They're really good as a management. They just got a lot of people on their plate, and it's hard for them to kind of focus on you as you would want it to be.
Right.
You know, but that's just what comes with having
That's what comes with being popular, basically.
Yeah, if you ain't in the UFC, they ain't fully focused on you like that.
Yeah,
you know?
get there first, and then we'll talk, basically.
Yeah, but they've been great to me. I wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for them.
They got some UFC fighters there too, as well, on Team Iridium.
Yes, they got a lot of UFC fighters. Yeah, so Jason House, he's basically buddies with the guys who the matchmakers from the UFC. So whenever somebody like they need a fighter, they go to him, and he's able to get you in a short notice fight. You know, he's able to get you on. Yeah, he's got a lot of fighters. He's in Vegas. He's right there.
Oh yeah, right in the scene, in the heart of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's great to know that you're with a team that has the key to the door. You just got to keep doing what you're doing and rack up those wins. Like my brother. That's why I decided to fight on that card, because he can get the call next year. And maybe that was it. He's in the UFC and he can retire there. He don't have to fight anymore. Right? He can retire after the UFC and not have to fight anymore. And maybe this was our last time fighting together ever.
Damn.
You know, in the valley. Maybe. No, he's on contract with the 559 fights right now.
Yeah, so you got some fights.
So he has one more fight.
Oh.
In the next 30 days, he had 4 more. So he's gonna fight in January for them and defend his bout.
Who's he fighting?
No idea yet.
No idea.
No idea. Yeah, he just finished fighting 2 weeks ago, so
Okay.
he's also in the same boat as me, just kind of enjoying his family time and enjoying his time being normal.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So as we're wrapping up this haircut, is there any more special thanks or anybody you want to thank individually for contributing to where you're at today or anything like that?
I want to thank Jason Kraft. I want to thank Rick Falcon. I want to thank Mike Moreno, Rudy Cruz, Gil Medina. I want to thank my brother Christian Avalos. I want to thank all my supporters out there who constantly been rocking with me and for years, regardless of the ups and downs. Yeah. And you
so
too,
out
man.
of that group of individuals, anyone specifically you'd like to share why you mentioned their name?
Man, well, the first one, Jason Kraft, he's the owner of Dethrone.
Okay.
Right. So if it wasn't for him believing in me and actually, hiring me to teach a kids class and just keeping me afloat, because sometimes like the money I make there is not enough. So he'll like hire me to do like some house stuff for him, whether it's something simple like building a cabinet or like,
Hell yeah.
just putting up this mirror, putting up these photos, like something that requires a screw and hanging it up. He'll pay me and he'll just make sure that I
Got some
stay
money in your
afloat.
pocket. Yeah. Hell yeah.
'Cause it's hard. It's hard going on the route that is very dark. Like the well lit road is that normal we're talking about. Going and getting a normal job and just the 9 to 5. That's the nice lit road. It comes with cars, it comes with food, it comes with vacations, it comes with all that. The dark lit road, brother, you don't know when you're gonna see the light. It's dark, it's bumpy, it's scary, and
One foot in front of another.
Yeah, just keep going.
That's
Keep
it.
going,
You don't know how far that light really is.
Yeah.
You can see it though, but is it a football field? Is it a couple miles?
Fuck, how far is
Who
it?
knows, bro? One foot in front
And
of
then
another.
it shuts off. Doom. You're like,
Oh,
shit. Should I turn back or should I keep going?
Just keep going.
Just keep going, bro. Keep digging.
You gotta take the
in your
bet.
own
Is it
hole.
farther behind or is it farther in front?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
How far
Like,
have you come? It's probably closer on the other side, but as
Bro,
opposed to trying to turn
speaking
around.
on that topic, brother, the reason why I got this tattoo on my face was because of that. Because I was like, I had friends who were police officers, and it was easy for me to be in this martial arts thing and be a police officer, right? When I fought in Miami, bro, I got elbowed. I won during COVID. I fought in Miami, got in to entertain the world. It was pretty cool and take a trip. I got elbowed. I was beating this guy's ass on the top, and he elbowed me from the bottom, and he almost fucked up my tooth.
Fuck.
My main tooth. I couldn't drink water, couldn't eat after a hard weight cut like that. But I had to make a decision in my life whether I wanted to continue down this path or I wanted to go and take the nice lit path.
yeah.
And I was like, fuck, wow, I come this far already, I might as well just keep digging my path. Like I figured it was like that meme where the guy's digging and digging. He has the diamond, like he's about to hit the diamond, but then this guy found the diamond and he jumps out of his hole to go dig in his hole. I felt like that's what I was doing. I felt like I was leaving my path to go and get the nice lit road with the diamonds, because all these guys are having their nice trucks and their nice cars, and I ain't got shit, and I'm at this age, right?
Right.
And I just decided to get a tattoo and fucking close that door.
What is the tattoo for the people that can't see it right now?
It's my own logo. It's the prize fighter logo.
It's commitment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's commitment to the game and just continue going, bro.
People are
It's
gonna
like-
always ask you about it, and if you quit on it, what are they gonna say, huh?
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, I got it tatted on my face, but I don't do it no more.
I don't do it anymore. No. I'm gonna
That's
be
what I did.
teaching.
The same thing right here. For anyone who didn't see, I put my first tattoo ever was getting these on my hand. It's like a comb, a clipper, straight razor, and a barber pole.
Yeah.
Turned 18, and I was debating about following my best friend to the Marines. And at that time, they didn't accept Marines with hand tats.
They still don't.
You still don't? There you go. So shout out my boy Alfredo. I almost followed you to, be a fucking Marine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Semper Fi. But that being said, I tattooed my hand. I was walking down the Hollywood Boulevard in the middle of the night, and I just couldn't find my car. And I was like, you know what? This is a tattoo I've been meaning to get, man. And I was like, I'm going to get this shit while I go and find out where my car is at, because all the parking lots look exactly the same and shit.
Yeah.
And I went to the first dude, and he said, oh, man, I can't do that. You're too young. I don't tattoo anyone's first tattoos on their hand that are that young. And I was hella pissed, man. I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to be a barber for the rest of my life. I sat there and gave him a speech, and he's like, yeah, I just can't, man. I went to this other tattoo shop. I walked in. I'm all thinking I'm about to get turned down again. It's some vato-looking fool with a flannel, tatted on his face, skinhead, just Mexican essay. And I tell him, like, I want to get this, and this, and that. And I'm ready to get told and have to do another speech and all that. And he goes like, it's going to be $40. So I just sat down, I got it down, and commitment to the game,
Commitment to the game, bro.
No light too far away from me, bro.
Yeah,
no light too far.
Just keep moving in your path, and then regardless of what people tell you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what you see around you, and just keep doing what you're doing. Whether it's art, whether it's dancing, whether it's anything different than a lawyer and a teacher, like that. Just keep doing
conventional
what you're doing.
path.
Eventually,
Yeah. Well,
eventually you'll figure it out, and you'll be all right.
all right, Alejandro. Well, it was a pleasure, my guy. We're gonna wrap up this haircut, this episode of No Guard. Stay tuned for more. Maybe see some cannabis, stuff. Maybe some carrots made by Avalos brothers. Who knows?
Some drinks.
Hit them up for all your home renovations. You want to plug any of those Instagram accounts, possibly,
Yeah,
or
we go with house doctors. I created house doctors
House
because
doctors.
everybody needs a house doctor.
that's right.
And you don't know where to look. Well, house doctors.
You got to open up that little heart of the house and fix up that
Yeah,
kitchen.
we gotta
tear out
open up that floor because your freaking house is falling. We're gonna have to do the bones up and make sure that shit holds for the next 10 years.
So if you got a creaky door, hit up the boy
Yeah.
House Doctors and support local business and a fellow dreamer. So
Yeah.
Clipper hands out, stay guard.
Like, comment, subscribe. You need a jujitsu coach too.
Yeah,
Hit
if
him
you
up.
guys need a
Hit him
jiu-jitsu
up.
coach.
Coach,
Yeah.
phone number or
Kids,
or
man.
Instagram?
I've been coaching kids for about 10 years now. So if you guys
Okay.
want to get your kids into self-defense and they're getting bullied at school, there you go.
There you go,
I'll
man.
teach them a thing or two so they could teach